All right, the camera is now rolling. Okay, so today we're out here doing another journal. As you guys can see, once again, I'm just coming out here at nighttime, enjoying my peace. I just enjoy coming out here, man. And recently, man, the weather has just been so cold. Like, we're already in April now, and the temperature is still around like 30 degrees out here, man. Freezing. It's not even fair, man. Over here in Chicago, we get like more than half a year of just straight up winter. I just can't wait for summer to get here, man, so I can come out here more. Well, anyways, in this video, I definitely have a lot to talk about, man. Originally, I was gonna make this journal at the start of spring break when I finished my college studies. But eventually, a lot of things happened. Life kind of got in the way, so I didn't really got the chance to make this video. And I would definitely also say I haven't really been, uploading consistently on my channel. Like, I haven't made a video in almost a whole month now. Like, a lot of the videos that I actually uploaded, they're all like pre-recorded and edited ahead of time. But for me, obviously, I had to deal with the finals. Been very busy with a lot of final assignments. Thankfully, all of that is in the past now, though. But yeah, recently, I just haven't really been feeling too well. During spring break, I actually have gotten a pretty bad leg injury. I ended up spraining my knee, so I pretty much couldn't even leave the bed for many days, man. Like, pretty much for the entirety of my spring break, I couldn't even leave the house. It was a terrible spring break, honestly. Yeah, it's only until recently that I can start to walk again, man. Definitely a lot of things has happened in the past couple of weeks. So I feel like I have to make a journal. For me, I just feel like I just been delaying it. I didn't really have been that consistent when it comes to my uploads. I think I pretty much already lost my weekly upload streak on my channel. Yeah. I just feel like right now I am definitely going through a transition in my life right now. Obviously, I have officially completed all of my college studies. All the required courses are all done. I should be able to apply for graduation and get my diploma by this summer. It's honestly just crazy, man. Like, it felt like yesterday when I graduated from high school. And now I'm about to graduate from college. Like, this really is such a big transition for me because, like, I am officially out of the education system right now. Like, I am never going to be stepping back into a classroom ever again for the rest of my life. I don't really plan to really study for a master's degree for anything. Like, right now, I'm an actual full-time adult. I got to start working now, which I will also talk about that a little bit later into the video, This definitely is the end of a chapter in my life, man. I've completed my studies. I don't ever want to think back on these again. It's all in the past now. When I think about the past 5 years of me going to college, man, it's really a mixed experience, but I would still say it's mostly a negative experience. I didn't really enjoy what I'm studying. For me, pretty much the only thing that I really enjoyed is the time when I was living on campus, doing what I wanted. Basically, that first year of college. Again, if you guys are curious about my college experience, be sure to go check out that story time video that I made about my experience in college. That first year was really the best time when I had all the peace and quiet and freedom to do what I wanted. But yeah, man, like I said, eventually when I started commuting, that's really when everything starts to go downhill. But I'm just glad all of that is behind me now. I don't ever have to go to classes anymore. Right now, like I said, I just feel quite lost. I feel like I need to spend some time, really think about my life. Recently, I also had just turned 23 at the end of March. I had my birthday on March 25th. Originally, I was going to make a video, but like I said, things kind of got in the way. So I didn't really got the chance to make it. Like, pretty much the spring break is already over. Everybody's starting to get back to school again. My My little brother is already back in school. I'm just glad I don't have to ever go back to a school again. Yeah, recently, I suppose next I can kind of talk about my job, I suppose. Because like I said, my mom wanted me to immediately start working once I finish my college classes. For me, I was just begging her, please let me have this spring break at my birthday. Please let me have this break, because for me, like they want me to immediately start working as soon as I finish class. Like immediately, today is the last day of class. Tomorrow you start working. It's not even fair, man. I was just begging them, please just let me have a week off during this spring break. Let me enjoy my birthday in peace. My little brother also has turned 16, I think, also during March. Our birthday are like a week apart. So yeah, we pretty much both had our birthdays. Yeah, and he is starting to look for a job as well. For me, we're very different. I'm more of a laid back person. I'm more of a minimalist. I don't really need much, nor do I really want to work much. I'm just very laid back. My little brother is just honestly like the rest of my family. They're all just very hustle and bustle, man. As soon as he turned 16, like the day when he turned 16, he immediately sent out a bunch of job applications to a whole bunch of, retail jobs. For me, I used to work at a retail, but like back then it was easy to get into a job, but nowadays finding a job is just so hard. He got rejected pretty much by all of them. Right now, he's still kind of frustrated that he could not find a job to make his own money because he is trying to assemble his own computer. My little brother, he really wanted a really fancy gaming computer. And he's just been trying to help the family, help my mom, so they can pay him a little bit of allowance so he can build his own computer. Yeah. For me, my laptop will do. I don't really need that many fancy equipments to do what I like to do, So yeah. So I suppose next up I can kind of just tell y'all about the kind of work that I'm working on. Obviously, right now the spring break is over. Everything is starting to get back to normal again. And obviously, now that I finished college, I gotta have to start working. I gotta have to provide for the family. So originally I was also, trying to sign up for some retail jobs. Obviously I hate being told what to do, but if I have to make money, I don't really have a choice, I suppose. But unfortunately, they all rejected me. I would really think it's because it's the job market right now. Because let's be honest, nobody can really find a job nowadays. The economy is just terrible right now. So in the end, my mom decided to sign me up a DoorDash account. It's pretty much like a food delivery thing. And that's pretty much kind of what I've been working on in the past week. Like I am already pretty much a week in now. Every day I have to get up early and do DoorDash. I absolutely hate it. And she wants me to make a minimum of at least $1,000 of net income. Now that might sound pretty easy, but it's a lot harder than it sounds, bro. Because right now the gas prices are also really high. So pretty much like a third of my income are all just in gas money, bro. So I pretty much have to make $1,500 a month. For me, a lot of times I couldn't even make that much money when I do these things. I pretty much can make about like $10 an hour. It's just terrible. Like even these side gigs are really oversaturated nowadays. Since nobody can find a job, everybody is trying to do these side gigs, just trying to stay afloat. It's just shocking just how bad everything is right now. If minimum wage really kept up with inflation, we should have been making $50 an hour. Instead, I'm over here making $10 an hour. Yeah. And the weather is just so cold as well. A lot of time when I do some of these food deliveries, it really is not a pleasant experience. I have to work like 5 to 6 times a week, multiple hours long shift, just trying to, get enough money to meet my monthly goal. It is not good, man. Originally, I was gonna, go full-time on YouTube and make 2 videos a week. But, now that I have to start working, and there goes all my plans on YouTube. Originally, I really wanted to go full-time on YouTube, but because right now I have to work, I couldn't really even got the chance to make videos that much anymore. I literally have to work next morning. It's just crazy, man. Sometimes I am honestly just, feel kind of depressed that like right now I finished college and I started doing DoorDash. Like, is this really gonna be what I do for the rest of my life now? It is quite a depressing thought, honestly. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I really don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. Well, I remember when I was young, somebody did like some kind of astrology reading about me or something. I don't know, some kind of superstition, divination reading about my future, right? I remember they say something really bad is gonna happen to me in 2027 when I turn 24 years old. When I was young, I didn't really care too much, but as I gradually get older and older, it just feels like my life just keep getting worse. And maybe in the year 2027, maybe something bad that's really gonna happen in my life. Maybe when I do DoorDash, I end up getting into a car accident. Who knows? All I know is 2027 is gonna be a very difficult year for me. Because even right now, I just feel like life just keep getting worse. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I can only pray. To be honest, I don't even know if I really can pray to God, because I don't believe in that religion anymore. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm going with this video anymore. I suppose, yeah, that right there is pretty much kind of all the stuff that I want to say. I finally finished college. It's the end of a chapter in my life. And right now I'm a full-time adult. I have to start working. And I absolutely hate my job. Yeah, man, it is really depressing. I don't know if I'm really going to be doing DoorDash for the rest of my life. I don't know if I'll ever get into a car accident. I don't know. It might just be in my head. I don't know. But so far, doing that first week of work, I absolutely hated it. Maybe once the weather gets a little bit warmer, it might be a little bit better. But right now, I absolutely hate my job. I don't like to do food deliveries, wasting my time. The thing is, it's so inefficient. And we don't even have a choice. You're literally degrading your car, using gas, using your time and your energy just to get a little bit of money. It is such a terrible and an inefficient job. And like, why do we need to use a whole giant big car to deliver a small package of food? Like, sometimes I just really wish the future can get here quick, man. So we're gonna have things like drone deliveries or whatever. I just feel like this world really thrives off of exploitations and inefficiencies. They purposely put you in a bad spot to be inefficient. I don't even know where this video is going anymore, but regardless, I just want y'all to know, like, I absolutely hate my job right now. Anyways, this journal is probably going to be all over the place, but honestly, who cares? I need to get this video out. Literally haven't made a video in almost a month. I have to get back on YouTube, man. For me, like I said, I don't ever plan to take a break from YouTube. I might occasionally miss a week or so, but I am going to be uploading videos, from time to time. I want to make sure I continue to build this YouTube, because ultimately it is my world. This YouTube channel is my world. I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. Well, anyways, how long have I been recording now? 17 minutes. It's surprisingly not that long. Yeah, this video probably not going to be too long. I might actually end this video soon because it's just so cold out here. It's going to be a bit of a shorter journal for today. So yeah, man, pretty much for the next video on my mind, I'm thinking I want to do that reaction video to all the films that I made. I talk about that in my journals before. Yeah, that is going to be the next video that I'll be uploading. I'm going to be watching all the films that I made. I think it's going to be a really fun video, man. So stay tuned to that, man, once I get that video up. So yeah, man, I suppose that right there is all I have to say. It's the end of a chapter in my life. Now I really have to really spend some time thinking about the future of my life. Even though I can't see myself do YouTube for the rest of my life, but I also need to find something in real life to do, man, because YouTube is only one side of my life. I also need to start finding some more stuff to do in actual real life. I can't just be doing this food delivery forever. But I don't know, man. For me, I don't ever see myself getting a job. I mean, obviously, I am working on one right now, but for me, I don't ever see myself willingly looking for a job. A lot of times, all the stuff that I've been put through is all because I was forced to go through it. I was forced to go to college. I was forced to go to work. I was forced to go through this nonsense we call life. Man, sometimes when I'm telling you, man, a lot of time I would just be naturally drifting towards some of these negative thoughts. Sometimes I would spiral for hours, just thinking about negativity. I know it's definitely not healthy, but sometimes when we're brought into a world full of suffering, you can't help but to think this way. A lot of time people be saying you got to think positively, but it's really hard to try to be positive in a world full of negativity, Yeah, it's really not easy, because at the end of the day, we didn't ask for any of this. Well, anyways, I suppose I shouldn't ramble on too much longer. This video I am not going to dive into any deep topics. I just want to make an update video about kind of where my life stands as of now, Yeah. Well, I'm going to get ready to end this video. I got to work in a few hours. Hopefully, I will try to get this video up in the upcoming days. And yeah, man, I'll try to be as consistent as I can on YouTube. I really don't want to go on another break again. I really needed to, get back on my grind, man, because recently I haven't really been on my grind, Well, I suppose I might just end this video right here, man. I gotta go in and get back. Man, it's just cold as hell out here, man. I just can't wait for someone to get here. Well, let's go and call it a day here, man. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Yeah.